Alright, tonight we're going to convert Jeremy's clusters in his car and his navigation system. He's already got a Black Cat face in there, but I can tell he didn't change the LEDs, and looks like the needles are a little off on this one. That's alright, Jeremy, I want to get you fixed all up, brother. Let's see what we've got. We've got cruise control, that's cool. And we've got, it's already got a Black Cat face on there, so I don't know if it's traction control or vehicle dynamic control. And he wants me to make the empty LED red. I got to remember that. I don't usually do that. It's no problem to do. Just got to remember it. Okay, so we're going with blue lights, blue needles, changing to red at the shift point. So let's get started. Okay, we've got all blue LEDs in it. Red shift light, red gas empty, and red slip light, and I put white glossy tape on it, and let's go out to the car and see how it looks. And I really don't want to show you your shift light because my car's been sitting and it's set at 3,200 RPM, and I don't want to rev it up till it warms up. And I'm ready to go do your side lights and put this in a case, and we'll show off the shift light when we get it back together. Here we go. You dim it down some. And it's just the most beautiful magenta, red magenta. I know it looks kind of orange here. And I've done your center console and your HVAC, which I'm fixing to take my 350Z apart, and we'll put them in there and we'll see what it looks like. And then if all goes well there, I'll do your navigation system and we'll be done tonight. Sure looks pretty, man. When I went out driving it the other night to set the speedometer, I was just so happy. This looks so good, really does. Here, we'll just look at it later. All right, here we go. And let me just state this before I forget. All the gauge faces, no matter what color they are, they're black at night. So this thing looks super fine. However, this is a white gauge face with white needles. Of course, there's blue LEDs under them, but you've got a convertible. So if you get it and in the daytime the needles are just too white and what you want is a lot of contrast between the back and the needle, really. And I haven't driven it in the day. There may not be enough contrast. One thing we could do, I could take a set of these needles and sand the white off and paint them blue, but you really have to do it right, or it looks like it doesn't look good. So anyway, all right, here I'm going to go get your take my car apart and get your other parts in. Here we go. Alright, that thing's ready to put in the case. There, it kind of looked a little magenta. Okay, let's put a case on the center console, and then we'll plug in the HVAC, see how that looks. Alright, back in the case. It's nice how you have these white faces for the outside of the gauges. I've never seen those before. Guess you got them from Black Cat Custom Automotive, but I don't know. Okay, on to the HVAC hookup. Okay, for a minute I thought that the LEDs in here weren't working. That's what I thought. It's just that with this black transparency, you can't really see them, but I've got quite a few LEDs up here, so let's shut the door. Okay, that's a little better. They're pretty dark, man. They're pretty dark, sir. And it's weird because some of they're so dark that some of the marks here are, well, doesn't look that bad on the, like on the AC, the word AC over here. I can see that on the camera, but to my eye, the C is like disappeared. Of course, I don't have the best eyes in the world anymore. So, you know, once again, you have these white face places, these white faces on your gauges with the black slashes, and I don't know. It's I don't know. You just can't see that blue, and well, we'll see. We'll see. You probably don't have real bright LEDs on the top of your car. Maybe it's be fine. And I'm just carrying on. Okay, so on to, and if you don't like it, we'll try something different. But this just has the regular blue LEDs, but I think it's the black transparency that's. Oh, see, you can see it at that angle. All right, well, I'm going on to your navigation now. I now have completed converting your 350Z navigation panel to blue LEDs, and to do that we have to solder in 23 of these guys, which is a 604. Can't really get it focused. But they're mighty small. They're mighty small. So we've got that done, and then for you do-it-yourself guys, when you take these navigation systems apart, do it with the face down on the table and never move it. You know, you can slide it, but never pick it up, or those little buttons will fall out, and it's a mess. So anyway, put this back together, and your project will be done, sir. Thank you, and good night.